Okay, so we're back again. We've used Zanetti throughout the weekend league, and we got goal 3 as per usual, and he's great. Nothing really went wrong down the right-hand side. And as far as headers went, the only time he was ever an issue was on corners. But on corners, what I ended up doing then was taking him to be the guy that went short if they played it short and things like that, no matter which side of the field we were on. So it didn't really make that much of a difference either, because people weren't still crossing to that far post that he was on all the time and things like that, and he was just great. But I did get a suggestion from someone in the comments of my other video to do another review of him, but this time we're going to be reviewing him in a CDM, so I need to change. I'll change it in game, but we're just going to go in a Division Rivals game, and we're going to go like a 4-1-2-1-2 or something like that, and we're just going to see how well he can dominate the midfield and just distribute the ball around and things like that. I don't think he'll be getting into spots to shoot and things like that, but you never know. He might score his first ever goal or anything like that. But yeah, he was nice going down the right hand side and working with Politano, just little back and forths, building up the play and getting Politano through to whip in across or things like that. And every once in a while he'd do an overlap, but I didn't really try to cross with him too much. If I did, I would just usually work it back up to the top of the box and then go for it. And we're playing against a full Bundesliga team, and his name is literally Credit Card FC. But if that's his team and he spent money on the game, I think he's doing something wrong, because that is not a very expensive team at all, unless he bought it like within the first week of the game being out, because yeah, not very much at all. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and cue the pause. I could have set the tactics up beforehand, but I'm not going to use him in the midfield probably, unless he's just God level. I'm just going to shove Carvajal back at right back for now. It'll work. Let's see. Because I don't think I want to do a formation where he's the only CDM. Did I already pass it? 4-1-2-1-2. We don't want the wide one. We want this one. Boom. Neymar, Cam, Rakitic, Politano, and then switch these two around. So we're going to have Zanetti as our CDM. And hopefully he'll just feel just as good. He might feel similar to a Conte potentially, but I believe Conte actually has like good jumping and stuff. And let's go ahead and come on formation. I need you in the midfield, Zanetti. There we go. And apparently because I paused it, this is Zanetti right here, but apparently because I paused it, you can't see that. Maybe if I go score real quick, he will. Oh, kickoff goals OP. This game is cheesy already. Skip the replay. Is everything back now? No, it's still not. There's not even a score at the top. Maybe that'll fix it. Nothing. No. Okay, there we go. It's back on now. Okay, Zanetti, CDM. Well, he covered the Timo Werner run well, but now he's playing center back because I'm dribbling with Ramos. So you can see, as before, he's great at just getting the ball going. Things like that. And I can comfortably drop it to him and then just play it right back up. There's no problems there. Can definitely work the ball around. Can try to do a little bit of skilling and such on him, but I'm not one to be very good at skill moves and things like that. Toko is amazing. I used him this weekend league. He's a great card. I highly recommend him if you can fit him in your team on 7 Kim. He was doing great things up front with Ben Yedder. And you can see he can just help us counter too, because he's able to make those passes. Now going forward, he might be a bit of a liability when it actually comes to shooting and things like that, but I was trying to cut it back. Alright. Well, Zanetti didn't have anyone to cover in the midfield except for that guy. The one thing I will say is that it seems like he stays in front of the back line instead of coming back and helping them, but that was just on that play right there. We'll have to see as we get more, as this guy gets closer and closer to our net. Just roll it out to him. Oh, that's a bad pass. Well, I guess he'll get another shot here potentially if this guy works it down the middle. He does. See, he just like stops is what it could be. What I could need to put him like stay back and like be aggressive or something like that, but just as a default, putting him on there, he doesn't really, the past 2 possessions, he hasn't really felt like he's playing defense, like once the ball gets past him. Let's see. Boop. Let's see if we can get him his first assist. Oh, I mean, we can check out these crosses some more for you all. Doesn't have the greatest crossing stats, but he can still whip in corners. Like, look at that. It was there, it just didn't have anyone. We needed basically to go to Ramos or PK's head if we're scoring off a corner. And then even then, it's a bit of a liability. See, like, I don't even see him, but it could be because he took the corner. It's over. Oh, see, look at him get up the field now. Look at him, he's going for goal. Oh, couldn't get it over to him in time. Is that guy in? Oh, what a run. Is he gonna sweat? Oh, nope, he's just gonna bang it right in the net. But yeah, it definitely feels like Zanetti just doesn't care about defense as much. But it just could come down to the tactics and things like that. I am curious why this guy's pausing it at 1-1, but we can go ahead and we can take a look at our tactic, not instructions, what we want. Zanetti. We want him, let's cut the passing lanes and aggressive interceptions and cover center. And we'll see how that feels if he plays more of an aggressive defensive player. Because I know the reason this guy probably plays him at CDM because his stats look like he'd be a good CDM and things like that. And I believe his prime moments card is a CDM, or at least it was last year. So we'll have to keep. Oh, it's a terrible pass again. Finesse. Oh, beauty. Kickoff goals again. Apparently that's all I know how to score. But yeah, it honestly feels like Rakitic has been playing more defense than Politano. Oh, okay, he is. He did actually track back on that when I switched up his instructions. So that could have just been what the whole reason for him not wanting to seem like he's playing defense could have been for. Sweat it. Oh, that's easy tapping. Well, we basically just scored trash goals, but hey, we're up. We're up. Oh, now he's just giving it to us. He's not even giving us chances to show you how good or bad Zanetti will be at CDM. Playing it through. Back to Toko. Hit him. Oh, I want to hit him with the shot fake again. Oh, see, there's Zanetti winning the ball in a good spot. Playing a nice pass in. Go back to him. Play another good pass. Yep. Finesse. Nope, couldn't get that one to flare off like Politano's. And now you can see Carvajal way out of position. Definitely don't want to be playing Carvajal right back. If you're going to do this, you want a guy that's going to be decent at that right back spot. PK winning the ball. We had Toko probably going through there, but let's get some more. Let's get some more. Oh, see, look at Zanetti playing the ball down the wing. It's a great pass. Kind of don't have anywhere to go, but it was a good pass and a good idea. Give it back to him. Oh, he just got yeeted. Can Zanetti put the moves on him? Oh, Zanetti can. Zanetti, first goal ever? Oh, nope, blocked. But yeah, you're going to have to... I still don't have a chem style on him, but I would think if you're going to play him in a CDM, you'd want to put something that's going to boost, maybe an engine, just to give that all-around boost kind of thing. But you could look at putting even a hunter if you want to get his pace up a bit more and have him being more of a help going forward and things like that. It could definitely be a play. But yeah, I really haven't figured out what I want to put on mine yet, because I don't have any shadows at the moment. If I want to keep it, I will probably keep mine at right back, but once you switch these tactics up, he feels like a much better midfielder. And he basically, from playing CDM, he can play box to box easily. You can see how he gets up the field and gets in either assisting opportunities or potentially goal scoring if you're good on the skill moves and the sticks. I easily could have scored them there with the position we got him into with the ball. And you've seen him win a few tackles. And before that, he seemed lazy on the defensive side of the ball, but now that we've switched the tactic up, like, look at him making this run. It's a great run. And if Ben Yedder would have been a little bit quicker, he could have just tapped it off to Ben Yedder. And then just work it around the box. Boop. Oh, that was me just trying to force it to get an assist for Zanetti instead of being patient and working it around more. And that's terrible manual defending by me, because he's going to get a chance to sweat it here. Nope, Sergio Ramos blocks it, and then we still almost conceded, because the game is broken. But definitely this is definitely a shout if you get the right instructions on him. And if you get a chem style, like, you could use him as just a total stay back defending CDM if you wanted. I'm pretty sure he has high attacking work rates still, but you definitely could use him as just a CDM. But yeah, like, if you want to play that drop back one depth that so many people are playing this year, you could just keep him back here the entire time if you wanted, with certain instructions and things like that. But yeah, same thing. When he's playing in the midfield, he can still make all these passes comfortably. He's comfortable on the ball. I feel comfortable on the ball with him. Like, those step overs into that pass, he drew a foul there, still made the great pass as he got basically bowled over. And you can see he's just a great card. You could potentially play him as a CM as well, like a total box to box if you didn't want to make your CDM run up the field all the time. And this might be a shout for, like, games where I need a goal. Oh, he couldn't quite get there. Oh, he needs to get up though. We still got the ball. Oh, maybe not. I just gave it back. But yeah, you saw the little run right there. Now you're gonna have to be like, it's gonna have to be like when you shoot with, like, Saint Maximin. Like, he doesn't have high shooting, like not even close to Saints. But with Saint, you literally got to be, like, in the perfect spot and really create, or just get lucky. Burst of speed. Oh, look at him body. Can he finesse? Look, that for a right back, that was a great shot. So this man can score goals for you. He probably won't that often, but if you get him in chances like that, you definitely can score goals with him. And once I switched it, I don't know why he keeps pausing it, but once I switched the tactics or instructions, whatever you want to call them, it's totally different playing with him. Like, at first he seemed kind of mediocre in that CDM role, and now he's just doing bits. And we conceded another cheese goal, but this game has basically been cheese goals basically from both of us. But yeah, you could definitely give this a shout. I don't know what midfielder would be good at right back. The guy suggested Sissoko, which I could see being a very good right back. I mean, Carvajal's done fine, so it's not done, like, terribly or anything like that. So you can really go with anyone that you feel comfortable, you like at right back, or you could just go to a 3-back and you can move him into the midfield. Like when I do my 3-5-2, I usually move Marcelo into the midfield, but I could totally do Zanetti if I wanted. Oh, that was supposed to go back to Zanetti. There we go. Zanetti pulling the strings. Wonder if he's noticed that I just keep trying to play the ball to Zanetti almost as much as I can. It's like, look at that through ball. That's literally like cam level through balls. Like, you could be using like Christian Eriksen, and It literally feels like the same kind of like passing. That's what it reminds me of. Like you can see, he can play with my forwards. Oh, see, look at, he gets bodied and he still manages to make the tackle. Oh, shot fake. Zanetti, oh, couldn't get it off again. Really want that first goal with him. Maybe I need to do that next time I win a penalty. Just take it with Zanetti. See if we can bang it past. Boom. Oh, cheese goal. Here we go. It's tied now. Oh, boy. Well, it's going to turn out like the last game. Probably end in a tie unless he scores another cheesy one. But it's all good. Let's go ultra attacking. Now I'm curious if it's going to put him back on. Nah, let's go back to balanced. Because I think I still prefer him as a defender. But you definitely, if you like him, and like I would try both ways and see which way you like more, because he's definitely CDM worthy. Oh, bad pass. See, like, he literally makes better passes than Politano, judging by that one. We can look at his stats after the game. See how many passes he completed, dribbles he completed, everything like that. And yeah, ends in a draw again. Another I almost said Politano review. Another Zanetti review. Ending in a draw. And let's see. Player ratings. I forgot to check before we got out of here. Alright, so Zanetti, 2 shots on target. 44 out of 48 passes completed, which is great. He messed up 1 dribble. He didn't cross at all. Well, he crossed the corner. He didn't apparently win any tackles, but I know he stole the ball in the midfield a couple of times there. He got an 8.8 rating as a midfielder. So you could argue that he could play there and everything like that. Let's see if we can get... Where is he at? Zanetti. So he had 1 key pass. He had an interception, not a tackle. That's what it was. Yeah. You can see his whole thing there, but yeah. You can definitely use him in the midfield. It's basically up to you. I'm going to keep using mine at right back. But it's definitely a play. And thanks for watching.